All right, so for Monday's assignment, which is the 27th, you are doing a summary. Before I get to that, though, I just want to let you guys know. So I posted the text for the week. So use this attachment all week to read through the book. Figured it would be easier than posting it daily. That way you guys just have it, you make your annotations or read however many chapters, and it's in one solid place. So that'll be there. So for the actual assignment, when you open it in Classroom, so we go to that. Once it's posted, it says read through the directions. The main points are highlighted in yellow, and an example has already been done for you. So this is what it would look like. So again, in yellow are the more important parts. That way you focus your attention and you don't feel overwhelmed. So this graph is designed to help you understand the action, conflict, and characters, and to eventually appreciate the author's reasons for writing the book. For chapters 5 through 8, use a chart below to help keep track of your reading. Summarize the setting or settings, then summarize each major event in the chapter. Try to keep your summaries short, just a few words or phrases. Do not write incomplete sentences. So this truly shouldn't be that overwhelming because you're not doing complete sentences. You're just trying to understand the basics of each chapter. So in this column, you're doing the setting, then you're doing the action summary, the plot, who was involved, and then the important things to remember for the chapter. So again, looking at this, you're doing chapters 5, 6, 7, 8. And realistically, I already did chapter 5 for you. At the bottom, because again, we're focusing on the yellow, now that you have read and taken notes on chapters 5 through 8, make a prediction or an educated guess about what you believe will happen next in the novel. So my prediction, and then you type it here. My prediction is blah, 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 whatever that happens to be. So in looking at the text, realistically, your text should be highlighted. So I went through and highlighted in purple, and then in blue are like the more shocking things to me. So for example, in chapter 1, like a shocking thing was in 3 seconds, she would hide all evidence that Luke existed. Like that's how much practice they have hiding him. So if I look at chapter 5, which again, these are all really short chapters. Chapter 5 is just one page technically. So I highlighted Luke ate every meal at the bottom of the step. What else is important here? We know it was a hot day in July when the letter arrived about the pigs. So something to write down is that they get a letter. Okay, so what's the letter? Let's keep going. So usually the gardener's mail was just bills or thin envelopes carrying court orders from the government about how much corn to plant, which fertilizer to use, and where to take their crops when it was harvested. A letter from a relative was cause to celebrate. Okay. So then I highlighted this letter was thick, embossed Department of Human Habitation Environmental Standards Division. So Dad looked worried when he saw the letter, read it silently for a while. He's asking them to look up words. And then again, the shocking thing, which I highlighted in blue, they're going to make us get rid of our hogs. Matthew's really surprised about that. So then it says they're just going to make us get rid of them. Yeah, those people in the fancy new houses won't be able to stand the pig smell, so we can't raise the hogs no more. They can't do that, he asked, can they? Nobody answered. Nobody needed to. And then if I keep reading, those hogs are our bread and butter, she said, with grain prices the way they are, what are we going to live on? Dad just looked at her. After a moment, so did Matthew and Mark. Luke didn't know why. So again, it's a short chapter. So if I go to it, my setting, Luke eats at the bottom step of the kitchen. What else? So the action, the government sends a letter and asks the family to sell their hogs. Things to remember, the family is worried about how they'll be able to afford food. So again, just look through the chapter, highlight the important stuff, and that's all you got to do.